Peace. And happy now. Now is the vibrate, of course. We're not going too far in the future. Not going too far in the past. Oh, right now. Right now. Matter of fact, I'm getting back to being more courageous with my videos again. Being more in that space of doing what I feel and not trying to do what I would think would please people, you know. And it's a growth, it's a balance, you know, dealing with that situation, you know. I gotta make sure I'm making content that people would be, you know, like I say, resonate with on their growth, but at the same time, not just looking to make videos like let me make sure that people resonate with what I'm saying. Like nah, you know, sometimes I just express myself off of information, you know, that I came across or my own inner high self telling me, you know, to speak on something. But you know, it's just a vibe. But I'm bouncing a few places. But I want to start off with the idea of how melanin is like the jinn or the genie, and I'm just briefing on this, but speaking on it because I just realized, you know, how much out of most things that they, so say for instance, it's represented as Osiris. Osiris is known as the black dot. Osiris and Isis, Kemet. You got Krishna. Krishna name, when you break it down, is known as the black one or the, you know, black dot. You know, it's all of the Christ energy, you know. But also dealing with the jinn or the genie, you know, it's the melanin. The melanin is like what grants wishes in essence of, like, so say for instance, the melanin is because it's so close in relation and resonance with the ether and the dark matter, you know, which dark matter is like pure potential for manifestation. So the carbon, or aka melanin within us, you know what I'm saying, basically allows for more of that potential of manifesting, you know. Again, that's why the government would try to get, you know, dupe melanated people. And I say dupe because, you know, that's what it is. They try to dupe us into going with the flow of whatever, you know, little plans they got. Like, say for instance, if they little Donald Trump wall, let's just say for instance, if he would have trolled everybody enough and had enough of melanated people really focus on that, that'll give it a tremendous strength for it to manifest into the physical realm, you know. And as above, so below. Just like the melanin in our body, you know, allows for a strong connection to the universe. So melanated people are like melanin to the earth, you know, and to this body. So, you know, to program the body, people programming their melanin, because it's a fact too that melanin is just like with any power or energy, you know, it has that blessing and the curse vibe, where melanin is like the genie, where it's like your wish is my command. You know, if you start eating good and you say, you know, I want to manifest positive energy, I want to be, you know, I want to grow spiritually and get away from negative things that's, you know, bringing my energy down, then, you know, the melanin, the carbon, the jinn, the dark matter is like, oh, your wish is my command. But if you want to, you know, drink 40s and eat dollar hamburgers from fast food places and, you know, eat all these unhealthy things and do these unhealthy substances, then the melanin like, all right, you know, your wish is my command. Like that. I see you want to go down the negative route. I see, so I'm going to push you far down that route, you know what I'm saying? So it has a polarizing effect. Either it could help you on a high level, you know, or it could harm you on a high level. And it's just basically that jinn energy. Matter of fact, when you think about the jinn, I think that was the name of the show. I'm pretty sure I did a video a while back on that the little cartoon on Netflix called The Jinn. And it's about people who are half, you know, the parallel, half God, half human, and they don't die. So when they in the act of like killing them, they kind of regenerate, like, so they don't die. Like, you say if you did make that heart stop, they would just, you know, regenerate. But also the cool thing about it was that they had like a black shadow, how can I say, astral body that was separate from their physical body, and that would come out, and they could kind of control and use that jinn. That's what they would call it. Matter of fact, Ajin was the name of the show, in which they just, you know, just throw it off a little bit. Ajin, Jinn, Genie, you know, the Jedi, you know, moving things with the Jedi, the pineal gland. The pineal gland is a concentrated area of melanin, nigris substantia, and that's why too I always tell people the spiritual growth and this awakening is about neuromelanin and not just the melanin in your skin. You know, so people that may appear to not be melanated may also be able to have these capabilities of connecting on that level. And also, with that being said, with my videos too, like when I'm talking about melanin, because also this stuff is all this matrix, you know what I'm saying? We all just playing this matrix game. But what I wanted to say is my information, different videos are for different people on different parts of their growth. Because say for instance, I know that this universe, I am source, playing a game with myself in essence, you know. So to be caught up in, you know, I'm melanated, I'm this or this, you know what I'm saying? Like to be caught up in those things, you know, it's what I was gonna say. Well, basically it's just being on different information is for different people on different parts of their growth. So some of my videos may resonate with you because you're on that part of your growth where you need to learn about melanin more, you know, or you need to learn about the misinformation of melanin, which I got a video on that too as well. But then I have videos that, you know, in that same breath, like to not resonate with being black, you know, because you are a vibration on a human experience, you know, and don't forget that you're a vibration, you know, pure energy from source, you know, in that same breath. And two, my videos and the way I do things is just like the universe, and two, just like a DMT trip. You know, it's very paradoxical. I tell you, matter of fact, I got a video where I'm, you know, the Alton Sterling thing that got to me, and I had to speak on it, you know, because I was in my little human mode, you know, and that video resonated with people on that part of their growth. To the people that don't resonate with, you know, being human anymore, or, you know, on that level, then, you know, that video not for you. But I also got a video talking about like how we're high vibrational beings, and we got to get out of our ego and out of our humanity of being like, oh, I'm a human, or I'm being oppressed and this and that. It's like, bro, like in that same breath, just like I made that video about the shooting, the cop shootings, I tell you too to not worry about them and not pay attention. And also you get to see how I'm just on my growth as well. Like, you know, the energy I feel in the moment, I was feeling that way in that moment, but at the same time, I know the bigger picture at all times, you know. So a lot of information on videos, you know. Some videos will resonate, some won't. But my videos, at first, again, I had my videos just to talk to an extremely high vibrational audience, you know. But then I realized, you know, since a YouTube channel is like a library, let me make videos for people on different parts of their path, different parts of their, you know, their spiritual journey, and they'll find the videos that resonate with them, you know. But that's kind of how, you know, I want to start doing things. And another thing that crossed my mind was thinking about how some people may see, like when people ask me, how was your day? I always say every day is great. And you know, that person that's like, every day is great. You know, every day is great. You know, now depending on the vibration they're giving off what they said, because I'm not like, every day is great. You know, I'm like, oh man, you know, every day is a great one, you know. But it may sound cliche and it may sound like a person just trying to be overly positive, but when you had a certain, and I'm about to get into this next part, like blessing and the curse of finding out that you are a source, that you are the end all be all that's never going anywhere. You know, with that being said, like when I say it's a great day, it's because I'm conscious that I manifest everything and anything within my day. And if anything seems like it's like a flat tire, or I got some water thrown on me when I didn't feel like being wet, or whatever the case may be, of something that seems like is a bad thing, like, oh man, I slipped and fell today, or I did this. I've been so deep down the rabbit hole that I know I should say know and feel that everything is a lesson, no matter how bad it seems. So every day is a great day to me, because even if my book sack gets stolen, or my computer breaks or anything of that nature, it's like, all right, there's some type of high lesson for me to learn in this moment. Matter of fact, and speaking of that, that's what dealing with the DMT. I'm not telling anybody to take this substance, but I'm just saying, like, dealing with DMT, really connecting with that true source, keeping that middleman out and getting that real connection, you'll start to see things way differently, because it is one of them things, like, once you get to a certain level of consciousness, there's no going backwards. And again, that's that blessing and curse of me too, asking how, like, before one of my, especially my harsh trip, but I asked how it feels to be God. Like, I want to see what source feels like, and I actually got that, I got that chance. And that's the blessing and the curse of that, is like, you have the overstanding of like how internal, I am, everything is, what I'm saying. I get to find out that vibe of, I'm here forever, not going anywhere. But at the same time, then, say for instance, I'm on a human experience right now, I'm in a human body. Of course, I'm something that is everywhere, but my consciousness is focused within this human body. One of the many places but it's strongly focused in this human body right now. But long story short, that's the reason why, it took me a while to resonate with being human and being in my body, like, because I had been that far down a rabbit hole. So it's like, that's why small talk, or like, say for instance, people having a conversation about somebody else, like, it's like, how could I even get in that conversation or participate when I know that y'all just speaking on reflections of yourself, and the reason why you're talking about that person is because it's something within yourself that you want to fix, so that's why you're talking about that person. Like, I can't get down on those levels, or like even down to a person talking about it's just certain little situations that's like a small talk, like whether it's sports, music, popular culture. Like, I had to ground myself to be able to be in those conversations, because once I find out that I'm a vibration, and and I am source, and not say like, hey, this physical like, I am source of all of you. No, you know what I'm saying? But once we all realize it, we all are source. So in essence, once I got to that point, it was hard to deal with, certain things of being human, like, but I grounded myself nonetheless, because also I realized it's a balance, about spiritual growth, and just being breaking out of the duality in general. Is about a balance. Two poles exist, but it'll constantly be a battle if one pole is trying to be the master pole. Like, if the negative side or the feminine side trying to be over the masculine, then eventually that's going to create an energy where the masculine going to try to get back at the feminine. And then after that happened, then the next go around, the feminine like, I'm right back at you. And then, and then the masculine like, I'm right back at you. And it's like just the illusion of duality creating a disruptive cycle. But again, with me, myself, once getting to that place of realizing, that I am source, like, every reflection I come across, Whether they make me feel good or make me feel bad, it's me, and and if it does make me feel some kind of way in a negative standpoint, then that's something that I don't like within myself, or it's a reflection of myself at the end of the day. So that's why I had to ground, because again, I don't, with being black, being black, African American, being an indigo child, being an empath, like none of that. I just speak on it in the essence of being able to relate with certain human situations in this physical matrix, and I'm down here for a reason, but don't don't get it twisted to think that that when I speak on certain, because say for somebody that's past the human part of their growth, they might hear a video where I'm speaking to certain human things, and they like, damn, which I don't care what you think, but I'm just just speaking. Like, damn, the brethren went backwards, or it's like, nah, I'm making videos for all y'all, like a DMT trip, or like Source, Source connects with us on all levels, and Source reaches to us, Source won't go down to an extremely low vibrational level, but and matter of fact, and let me correct that, Source is everything. So what may seem like a lower vibration or something that's disconnected from Source is still a Source in the essence of it. That goes to paradox again. It's like, what the hell, matter of fact, I think about, shout out to Kambada. Kambada had a verse. Matter of fact, definitely check out that brethren music. He had a verse where he's like, God, the devil is like God. The devil is God in a ski mask. You know what I'm saying? Basically, like, I don't want y'all to know who I am. Stick them up, and that's the perfect example, because that's what the quote unquote devil is. And there's also an idea that the one percenters, the government, what some people may still call Illuminati, they use that devil aspect, because what we focus on grows. So if they build up the aspect of a devil, and they build up the aspect of making themselves seem like the devil, because of course they don't care what you think, so it's like, yeah, make us look like the devil, so we could get that energy behind it as well. So the more people focus on the devil this, the devil that, and the more people like, well, the government, the devil, or the oppressor, devil, European, like, the more that energy, builds up, and they be able to play off of that energy, It's like, again, like, what you focus on grows, and that's a reason why they troll and do all these things, is for you to focus on it and manifest it more. Back to the melanin being the genie. Your wish is my command. So whatever you focusing on, the melanin, it's like, oh, all right, that's what we. I gotta be with you, who to know, a wink, That's the whole vibe. But yeah, again, with the videos, they speak to people on different parts of their growth. I have a video, speaking on how to be positive and love each other, and then I give a video about how ain't nothing wrong with being close to your dark side. It's like, it's videos. Again, you think about a DMT trip. You're not just getting information from, well, man, you're getting a plethora of information on all levels. Like breaking down all kind of different things. So that's the way I present my information. As above, so below is the energy that I'm familiar with, so I give information in that same way, in essence. Because I also, it's about being yourself, being true to your authentic vibration. And my true authentic vibration is, making random videos about spiritual stuff and whatever I feel a video should be about, And it's about being extremely truthful as well, because source is truth. And the paradox of source could also be lies too. So wake your ass up, you know. So it's all that, you know? The paradox. That's basically it, you know. Just wanted to speak on how the melanin is the genie, you know, and more so the neuromelanin than the external melanin. I mean, the external melanin also gives a strong connection too as well, but and you see the as above so below aspect. So of course we are all vibration, like we are all source, we are all, you know, the vibration, you know, all vibrations, we're all, you know, one in essence. But there also is the aspect of as above so below. We also are like so we are the universe in essence, and the earth as above so below is just like a body, you know. And what melanin does for our bodies is what a melanated person does for this earth, you know. How melanocytes, you know, they're strong in copper, you know, strong in the energy connecting to the ancestors. So people that are highly melanated connect to the ancestors very strongly, you know, as above so below. And these are things, you know, like that's where people who kind of like so on that I don't see color type of vibe, and just, you know, I kind of raise my eyebrow at them, because I'm wondering, you know, sometimes that vibe could just give off a little chess move of I'm trying to, you know, keep certain people from awakening and keep, you know, throw off information, you know, and have people feeling like, oh yeah, the only way to spirituality and all this spiritual growth is about is us getting into one big circle and hugging each other. You know, of course we are unconditional love, and it's dealing with you know, raising that frequency of unconditional love. I should say just love in general, but, you know, unconditional love within this physical construct. But it's more than just that. There's a storyline to that as well, you know, because here it is that, you know, people talk the oneness, this and that, but things are still not happening in a oneness manner. And if, say for instance, a melanated person gets to that space, if all melanated people got to the place of, like, you know, just like neglecting the growth, neglecting the whole situation, where it's like oh, let's just be one, and then that's gonna fall right into the government hands, you know. That's how much of a chess game it is. Yes, we should embrace the oneness and the essence of the universe on that level, but it's a chess game. Certain oppressors and government officials want, you know, want things to be a certain way. Because I always tell people too how speaking on melanin is not like no, oh yeah, it gotta be, you know, like trying to make it a thing where it's again, like, you know, some, here you got the melanated people and here you got the non-melanated people, and they should go, you know, fight against each other. Nah, it's not that vibe, but it's also a vibe to recognize what's going on. There are some non-melanated people trying to harm melanated people bodysuits. You know, and back to the paradox of the situation again. You know, it's different strokes for different folks. Some people supposed to you know, be deep into the human part of the situation, and some of us is gonna be deeper into the esoteric occult part of it, you know. Where, say for instance, where I always explain, don't even pay attention to none of it, you know, like don't even give your awareness, or I should say don't even give your attention or focus to what an oppressor may be doing. You know, just focus on, you know, working with the, you know, your inner universe, working on your working with your higher self and raising the energy within yourself. Like that's what you should be focused on. But again, this is a balanced universe, so it's a lot of things going on. Like, you telling me the paradox, and again, the information for certain different people on different parts of their growth. Some people need to know about the real definition of Krishna and Osiris and how they stand for the black dot and melanin. Some people pass that part, and trying to learn how to meditate better and trying to work with crystals better. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all different. But I definitely had to share that with y'all, because that's how I was feeling. Like, things are, a paradox. And also, I'm doing this in a trial and error, learn from experience type of manner, because honestly, that's what true spirituality, your true spiritual growth and true spiritual awakening comes from you actively, being in trial and error with these things. I could read a book about Dr. Sceptic telling me that all the fruits and vegetables that are electric, but I don't, like, say for instance, I just went off of that information. Oh yeah, I follow, and Dr. Sceptic said this, Dr. Sceptic said that. I'm not I say to the elder, to the ancestor. But you just read that book and you just go along with it. You're not carrying any true knowledge because you don't know from your own experience. You gotta try pine nuts even though it may not be on the list. You gotta try almonds even though they were on the list and got taken off the list. Like certain things like that, because you never know what works for you. You might be a being that's from a different planet that Dr. Sebi and a lot of these health people didn't even know was coming. That part. They got me saying that part. Like you don't know what's going on. That's why we're being asked to stay true to ourselves and go within it and deal with what we truly feel. You know what I'm saying? Because one of us may be a fucking dragon. I'm just saying, a dragon in human clothes and could breathe fire, and we should be eating gasoline, or it sounds far-fetched, but you never know. You never know. You know what I'm saying? This is a universe where we create with our mind and our words. So of course we're co-creating, but again, you take certain information and you just don't, trial and error, like say for instance, like reading a book about whether it's law of attraction and just going with one part of it, like what they say, focus on this, and just focus on things. But it's different aspects to try with dealing with law of attraction. One person might feel like visualizations is better, while the other person will tell you shouldn't even focus on visualization, or you shouldn't even focus on money. Like say for instance, like I got videos telling people, and I got a playlist. I think We Are Creators, I think it's an abundance playlist. But like what I tell people, some of us, we may focus on the money and it may throw us off because that old mind frame that may still be in us of like being feeling like money is bad or something like that. It may be hard for you to focus on the money, but some of us, we could focus on what the money brings, and that'd be better for us dealing with law of attraction and manifesting things. And we're not manifesting things as much as we are lining up with the energy that allows for it to basically appear in the physical. But that's it basically. Of course, again, you gotta deal with things on your own. Like just like with me, I had to come to it, like say for instance, information tells you, always be in nature. Get away from the big city and never go or say for instance, or if I get information from like the Hindu spirituality or Hindu religion, where it's about meditating and staying away from society. You know, if I was to just go with that, I wouldn't learn. I wouldn't learn that hey, the city, I could live in the city. If I have a little organite and shungite, protect me from a Wi-Fi and a cell phone, and I do my meditations, I could vibe in the city. And also, for what it's worth, I'm able to share this high vibration in a place that really need it, in a city, compared to like if I would just like, oh yeah, the only way to spirituality and to this coming from a certain, somebody's certain perspective or perception of it, it's like, oh yeah, you gotta go meditate in the mountains for 25 years and this and that, and nothing wrong with that, and to each his own on the growth. But again, you gotta try things to see what's right for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I think about like how some parents deal with little kids. A little kid like just quick to say, oh, I don't like that kind of ice cream, and and the parent like, have you ever tried it? And they're like, nah. It's like, how you know you don't like it if you never even tried it, Or how you know you do, like it, dislike it, whatever. But it's about the experience. Again, which I guess that's coming to an end. Dealing with things from experience. Oh, and that's what I was gonna bring up with that too, because like a lot of people, they see the information and they may think I'm some spiritual guru, and honestly, maybe I am indirectly, and just downplaying it or whatever. But even still, what I'm saying, I'm somebody who woke up damn near yesterday, just like the rest of most of everybody. What I'm saying, like 2 years ago, I was snorting coke and drinking 40 ounces. Like not too long ago, I was doing things that weren't healthy. Like I didn't know a damn thing about a chakra, a crystal. The closest I knew about a third eye was Tien from Dragon Ball Z. Like so all of this is like, relearn information, because it's stuff from within us, that we're relearning. So I ain't gonna say new information. I just say it's me relearning all of this, and I just so happen to learn at a fast pace. So I guess when some people see it, they're like, oh yeah, he's guru, master teacher, this and that. I'm right here inside you. I'm growing right with you. Going through the motions, what I'm saying, of doing certain things like drinking coffee, even though coffee is acidic, to see, what it's gonna do, like working with certain energies, it's like it's a experimentation, in essence. But definitely like a trial and error, knowing from actually doing or practicing, because first you become, say for instance, they got people right now that's walking around with all kind of books on, say for instance, shamanism or power of now and certain things, and they may not even be practicing none of it. They just read the book and it's information that they could spew back to somebody, and have a conversation about how great a certain paragraph in that Katole book was. But are you practicing it? Because too, a lot of us get in that scared place, in which I've been in and out of that place at one time because of wanting to be a perfectionist. But you're scared to try things because you want to seem like everything is perfect. Like, because we taught that everything should seem perfect, or you see spiritual people, or what we call like the certain people in that's considered like the model for spirituality, and it's like somebody that walks around looking and acting like they're the perfect spiritual person on that level. And it's like trying to achieve that vibe, where some of us scared to just try out things because you're scared to slip and fall. But that's where the knowledge and where the learning comes from, is from slipping and falling. Like if I never go outside to see, what slipping on a banana peel feel like, and I never know how to dodge it. Once I go outside and I happen to slip on a banana peel, now I know, like, hey, don't step on bananas now, and I have that knowledge. I know for sure, like, all right, when you step on them, compared to watching TV and it say, if you do this, if you step on a banana, you won't slip. Matter of fact, it'll tell you something different. Like, yeah, if you step on a banana, you won't slip. And you like, all right. Then you go outside, you step on a banana, slip, and I was like, oh wait, the TV was wrong. Yeah, the TV was wrong. Yeah, I could be wrong on some information. Like when I say wrong, there's no wrong or right. But just certain aspects you definitely gotta just go into yourself. Not just take somebody's word for it. And there's an asterisk by that, because sometimes we can't take the word for it if we're strong enough with our intuition. Our higher self voice is very loud, and somebody gives some information, and your higher self just like basically tell you like, yeah, everything they said, But even then, it should still be something you try, or something you do yourself, so you can really see like, oh yeah, not only this person was right, but my higher self was right as well by telling me to follow this information. So that's basically it. The melanin is the genie. The neuromelanin is the genie. Remember that all my videos are for different people on different walks, or different parts of the spiritual path or spiritual growth. So, if a video may not resonate with you on a different part of your growth. But I do have all the vibes for different people on the different paths. And also like with the I'm having a great day vibe. When you get to know that you are source itself on a human experience, though it becomes harder to deal with, again, the mundane and little certain understandings or overstandings that are more on a human level. You just kind of find yourself being disconnected to. Again, like with it, when I say every day is great, and some people like, man, that's some bullshit. Every day not great. Like my mama died. Even you look at that, like there's no debt. So what happened again? Overstanding high concepts take you away from being in those little human, little human thought forms. But yeah, like my mama died. I got a flat tire. Man, my computer broke. My girlfriend left me. And somebody tell me that, I'm like, oh shit, well man, that means some things is really about to open up for you. Like, and I'm laughing because you think like, hey, oh man, it's like my mama died, lost my girlfriend, got a flat tire, you gonna say things to open it up for me? What's wrong with you? Well, what's wrong with you? And that's the whole vibe as well, But everything is a growth. That's why every day is great. It seemed like you lost a family member. That's an illusion. We're not going anywhere. As a matter of fact, that's what DMT, learning from experience. Not telling anybody to take it. I'm just talking about, and matter of fact, it's in us anyway. So, oh shit, we all in possession of an illegal substance. So we all supposed to be in a jailhouse right now. that should just let you know, and I'm about to give you that note. That should let you know how insane of a country. Matter of fact, how insane the laws are of this country, how insane this country is, and how insane as a humanity we have allowed ourselves to be by allowing that type of stuff to be real. Like, think about the fact that, you know, as much as people like to be voting and be into politics, then why DMT is an illegal substance when it's inside of us? You know, why y'all missed we missed that vote? You know, why we didn't get to vote on how something that's inside of us shouldn't be illegal? You know, it's crazy. And I digress, because it's all matrix stuff that, you know, just a part of the group. That's basically it. Peace. Happy now. Now is the vibrate, of course. Not too far in the future. Not too far in the past.